With their countless experiences of river crossings, the legions were able to quickly ford the river and
avoid the gas.
allies,
Get to the safe zone.
forcing the Pompeian detachments to retreat to their camp. The following day, a reinforcing detachment of cavalry and allied kings arrived from where Caesar, king of West Mauritania, ordered among them. Gnaeus and Labienus now decided to abandon their position, marching further west to the banks of the River. Though they would be even less able to pressure Caesar from here, winter was beginning to set in, and this new position would make it easier to supply from Cordoba. Caesar, on the other hand, would be forced to winter around Itegua. A stalemate emerged as Gnaeus and Labienus fortified their camp along the Salsum, while Caesar simultaneously harassed supplies being sent to them from Cordoba and carried out several unsuccessful attacks on Itegua. This situation greatly benefited the Pompeians. With the locals on their side, it was in their best interest to stall Caesar as long as possible and hope to drain his supplies throughout the winter. Caesar, usually known for his clemency, was notably unmerciful during this period, as several prisoners were executed and captured couriers from Cordoba had their hands cut off. Gnaeus and Labienus kept Caesar under pressure, attacking his pickets, surrounding and killing many, forcing Caesar to send more men to dissuade any other attacks.
Enemy soldier incoming!
Had ventured out to scout and forage. Once again, Caesar had his back against the wall. In early 45 BC, the pro-Caesarian faction in Itegua sent envoys to Caesar, offering to surrender if he agreed to remove the Pompeian garrison and not garrison the city himself. Caesar refused, and the envoys returned to Itegua. The Pompeian garrison soon found out about this and rounded up the men responsible, murdering them. This would prove to be a disastrous decision for the Pompeians. Neither Gnaeus nor Labienus had ordered this massacre. They were outraged, as this could have cost them the support of the people. Looking to salvage what they could from the situation, they snuck a messenger into Itegua, telling the garrison to sally out that night and force a way through Caesar's lines to their camp. The plan went into effect that night, the garrison rushing out and trying to fight through Caesar's lines. Caesar's men, however, easily beat them back. Gnaeus and Labienus kept their men in battle formation across the river Salsum. In reality, it seems that neither particularly wanted to help the garrison, as following the massacre, Gnaeus and Labienus were not willing to risk their men's lives in order to save them. The Optimates retreated the following night, abandoning Itegua. Soon after, envoys from both the garrison and townsfolk came to Caesar offering their surrender. Caesar accepted, taking the city on the 19th of February. Following this action, both sides began focusing on gaining popular support for their cause. Caesar sent messengers to other towns in the area, like Ursau and Ucubi, telling them of the massacre of the Iteguans. Support for the Pompeians began to wane, some deserting to Caesar, and the Pompeians were forced to take more drastic actions, executing the political leaders of the pro-Caesarian factions in these cities. It was now Caesar's turn to apply pressure. He first moved his camp near Gnaeus on the river Salsum, beginning to fortify the area. Gnaeus attacked quickly, however, throwing the men working on Caesar's defences into disarray. Two centurions of the 5th bravely pushed forward, both dying in brutal fighting, but their sacrifice inspired their cohorts to follow and stabilize the line. Nevertheless, Caesar had gotten the worst of the fighting, and he relocated to Soricaria, establishing a fort there that cut Gnaeus and Labienus off from Aspavium, an important town for supplies. Gnaeus gave chase, keeping his men on the high ground, but some clever maneuvering and prediction from Caesar led Gnaeus' men to be forced out of position and taking heavy casualties. Both sides had now had some minor successes, but neither was close to a decisive victory. Gnaeus delaying the campaign had been effective at first, but the loss of Itegua and the skirmish at Sorakaria had cost him a lot of support. Caesar, meanwhile, needed to bring the civil war to a conclusive end. The resistance of the sons of Pompey, Labienus and Varus, was undermining his position politically. Both needed a quick victory. The older generals, including Labienus, urged Gnaeus to avoid battle and continue his delaying campaign. But the latter's mind was made up. He broke camp at Sorakaria, making for the town of Munda. Caesar followed. On the 17th of March, both drew up for battle. Gnaeus and Labienus had chosen a strong position. The town of Munda was on high ground, and they drew up their army in front of the town on the hill.
I got small cow here.
Loadout drop headed your way. Loadout drop headed your way. Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Got a vendor if you need gear.
Gas is moving.
Moving up.
At the base of the hill was a plain, approximately 5 miles wide, with a stream cutting across the middle of it. Though Caesar says they had 13 legions, this is questioned by other sources, some putting the number lower than 40,000. It is possible that the sources are somewhat muddled, and that Gnaeus' full force was around 70,000, including auxiliaries and allies, of which around 30 to 40,000 were legionaries. Caesar was encamped opposite the Pompeians on the other side of the plain with his army. With him were 8 legions, 3 of whom had fought with him since the Gallic Wars, the 5th, 6th and 10th, and 8,000 horsemen, including some excellent light cavalry brought by Bogard. Caesar gives his own numbers as 40,000, but in reality his army numbered around 50 to 60,000 men. Caesar made the first move, marching his army out of camp and onto the plain, confident that the Pompeians would come down from the hill and fight on the plain, so their cavalry on the flanks would have room to move. The Pompeians held their position. Caesar advanced further to the banks of the stream. Again, the Pompeians did not move.
Contact!
Caesar crossed the stream, and still the Pompeians did not move.
Contact!
Gnaeus and Labienus knew the strength of their position, and would force Caesar to
Heading
fight
in.
on their terms.
Wait, belay that.
Having finally brought his
Target
enemy
spotted.
to the field, and not wanting to risk missing a chance for final victory,
Target spotted!
Caesar moved to the base of the hill, drawing up his force with the 10th
Contact.
in the position of honor on the right.
Mark out, moving. Mark out, moving. Moving up.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Bounty target is up. Let's get it done.
Got eyes on a vehicle. Mark out, moving. Mark out, moving.
We've got gas moving in. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. We're out of time. Scrub the contract. Got gas inbound. Take some of that.
Pinche cabrón.
Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is inbound. Gulag's locked down. Area's clear. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Friendly loadout drop on the way. Got gas moving in. UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Got gas moving in. 9 targets remain standing. Sort them out. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Got gas moving in. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Gas is inbound. Only 4 enemies remain. You know what to do. Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is inbound. They picked the wrong fight. Well done.
gotta win a Warzone. I gotta win. What? By myself. I don't have anything.